Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's a good early Monday morning. We are ready to go here. So, our Belgian waffle. Alright, let's first see what bonuses we have.
When we receive the first letter, Hastings thinks that it is a joke. As for me, filled with foreboding, I prefer to inform Chief Inspector Japp. Mrs. Ash.
Oh, okay.
There is no doubt about it. Bexhill has one of the most beautiful beaches in the area. This hut is locked. This hut is locked.
See, do we have a hut that is not locked?
This hut.
Ah. Oh, okay. Gotta click on that one more time.
A dual locking padlock. I need to find the code and then
it's a
insert
dual
the key.
lock. Okay, I don't know what the code could be. Huh. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. Oh. 7, 6 or 7, 5? 6, 7, 6, 7, 5?
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code.
Okay. Okay, so it's definitely got something to do with this thing up here. 6, 7... Okay, so it's either one. Okay, so now let's try. Okay.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlock.
All right.
Firstly, I have to enter the paddock.
Okay, now what could that 7-5 be?
Firstly, I have to... Firstly, I have to enter the paddocks.
Okay, 7-5. Maybe it's 0-7-5?
Firstly, I have to enter...
Okay, but how do I know if I've entered the padlock's code, though?
Firstly, I have to... The number is upside down. This is definitely a...
9-7-5. No, but I've already brute forced.
Firstly, I have to enter the paddock.
Yeah. I've already brute forced everything they do with 7-5 or 9-7-6.
Firstly, I have to enter...
Okay, so that's not it either. Six, 7. And 5. Definitely looks like a 5, so, because it goes like that. Oh, okay. I'm gonna use a clue. Okay, so that's 7.
Firstly, I have to enter the paddock.
7, 6.
Firstly, I have to enter the paddock. Firstly, I have to enter the...
7, 5. That... I just don't know.
Firstly, I have to enter... Firstly, I have to enter the...
Is it 0?
Firstly, I have to enter the paddock's code. Firstly, I have to enter the...
nothing on the key. Yeah, I don't see anything on the key. I mean, can we call in for some bolt cutters here? Yeah. Is it 7-5? Is that?
Firstly, I have to enter the...
Here, we're just gonna brute force it. We're gonna see if we can brute force this.
Firstly, I have to enter the padlocks. Firstly, I have to enter... Firstly, I have to enter the pad... Firstly, I have to enter the padlock... Firstly, I have to enter the padlocks... Firstly, I have to enter the padlock... Firstly, I have to enter the pad... Firstly, I have to enter the pad... Firstly, I have to enter the... Firstly, I have to enter the pad...
Okay.
Firstly, I have to enter... Firstly, I have to enter the padlock's code. Firstly, I have to enter the... Firstly, I have to enter... Firstly, I have to enter... Firstly, I have to enter the... Firstly, I have to enter the... Firstly, I have to enter the... Firstly, I have to enter... Firstly, I have to enter...
Okay, so there's got to be something else here. 715. Okay, we're gonna try that. There we go. 715. All right. Darn it! I had to use the darn cheat. The darn hint system. Oh well.
It definitely was here that the victim left her belongings.
Oh. 1931.
Betty's first day at work. Mom is very proud of you. Elizabeth Barnard, 7 August 1931. So, the young lady did have a name starting with B, and she worked as a ginger cat, an establishment that must be slightly further along the beach. The person... Here is the watch she must have removed to prevent it from getting wet. A top-brand lipstick. She liked to take care of her appearance. As well as a photo of the victim with some company. It could be useful to me.
Jap has gone to the police. The victim has been identified and her family had reported her disappearance. She was called?
Elizabeth Barnard, mainly Betty. She worked as a ginger cat at the cafe slightly further along the beach.
But Poirot, how on earth?
Never mind. Do you have her address?
Yes, she lived with her parents on the street leading to the beach, number 22. Shall we go?
You are far too impatient, Hastings. Let the poor people take in the news first. Let us go and visit the cafe where Betty worked.
It is a Betty. That's okay, he's just phasing.
With all these tourists,
I'll be with you in a minute, gentlemen.
this is a well-laid table. Nothing is out of place and, above all, no creases. What a pity. I don't have any change to make it work.
Don't mind me, I'm just wandering.
Something tells me that she's the owner of the ginger cat. This woman must be the owner of the ginger cat. It looks like something is bothering her.
How can I help you?
A hot chocolate and a tea for my friend, please.
I'll bring it straight away.
Hot chocolate. He is a man of class.
I need to know the time range during which Betty was working on her own. These are the different waiting staff's bills. Which ones were written by Betty?
See, Betty. Okay, so Betty's the...
Where is Betty?
Right
Betty
there.
worked from 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Would she have been alone at any time during her service? Betty worked from 11 a.m. This page won't help. Most probably a family. This bill may have been written by Betty. No, something's not right. Most probably a single man, a whiskey lover. This bill may have... Most probably a family. Betty served a family and a man on his own, a whiskey drinker.
What? Gentlemen, what are you doing?
We are searching for clues, mademoiselle. My name is Hercule Poirot. I am a detective, and this is Captain Hastings. Does Betty Barnard work here?
That is correct. She should have been here a while ago. Punctuality is the first rule of politeness.
I fear that Miss Barnard will not be coming today. She has just been found, dead, on the beach a few hundred meters from the cafe.
How awful. Poor young thing. What happened?
She appears to have been murdered.
This is most distressing. How this will affect my business, I shudder to think.
Do not be so sure. Miss Barnard's tragic death may be a good advertisement for you.
It makes one despair of human nature. Poor young girl. She was a hard-working and pleasant young woman. I didn't know her that well. She'd only been here for 2 summers. I know that she had a young man. He used to call for her sometimes.
Excuse me.
This photo was found. Is this him?
Yes, that's him all right. But I haven't seen him for some time.
I find young people today very hard to understand.
You needn't tell me that. A few weeks ago, they argued just outside the cafe. Imagine what my customers must have thought.
I hope for you that it was an isolated incident. It must be difficult to keep a respectable establishment if your staff show themselves to be so shameless.
The young man only made a scene the once. Jealousy, no doubt. It must be said the young girl was very pretty.
Thank you for your time, Mademoiselle Mérion. You have been of great help.
Okay.
The customer who ordered the whiskey might provide us more information. He may have been the last one to see Betty alive.
It is an interesting idea, Hastings. Maybe he is a regular guest. What do you think, mademoiselle?
I don't think so. Our regular guests tend to order tea and cakes. At this time of the year, there are a lot of tourists about you never see again.
That's what I thought. Time to visit Betty's home.
I don't know what to do with my hands. So I think of Poirot. Poirot.
How do you do, mademoiselle? My name is Hercule Poirot.
I know you. You're that detective we hear all about.
I do not know if that is a compliment, but I will take it as one for now. You are Betty's sister, I believe?
Yes. My name is Megan.
Can we come in?
Megs.
Please do. My parents are at the police
Hey,
station.
kitten.
I doubt they'll be up to speaking to you later.
Do not worry. We will
Oh,
not
this game's
bother
pretty
them.
good. This is a good point
Did
and
you know
click.
your sister's plans for yesterday evening?
No. I arrived by train this morning. My parents called me in a panic when they discovered that Betty had disappeared. She went out last night, but she didn't tell them where she was going.
What was your last conversation about?
Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother brought her a pair. The very day it happened. She was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
There's stockings. There's socks.
It would not be polite to visit the house without being invited. This gramophone is magnificent. It is a one-off, without a doubt. Megan invited me to examine her sister's bedroom. I should take it.
Oh, okay. So that's the exit. Hit detection.
Family
seems
photos and
strange.
files.
Oh, you don't really play these kinds of games for their graphical mastery. Okay, nothing over there. Stare in the mirror.
The Barnard appeared to make music a priority in their budget. They're all Miss Modest, but the Barnards are definitely music lovers. What is she feeling at the moment? Betty's older sister is not just sad, she's angry.
Oh.
Did Betty go out often?
My sister wasn't a child, sir. She used to go out. She enjoyed films, dancing. She was a very good girl who didn't hang around with men. That's what they always say, no?
I am not interested in what people say. I am interested in the truth, Mademoiselle Barnard. If you only knew how much I would like to talk with someone who does not know that your sister is dead and who could provide me with a true portrait of her beyond the formalities.
The truth is that my sister was a silly little fool. I tried to reason with her, but she behaved like an idiot.
The real things come out.
In what way?
She used to say that if she was going to marry Don, she might as well have some fun now.
Ooh.
I understand.
Uh-oh.
Please continue.
That never ends well.
But of course.
Betty's room is opposite the stairs on the first floor. Feel free to take a look if you think it might be useful.
This young woman is far too clever not to have anything else for us.
Do you think she's hiding something?
That is what I'm trying to find out.
Surely you don't think she did it?
I did not say anything of the sort. But young women always ruin your judgment, Hastings.
Oh.
Who knows? Maybe Megan was jealous of her attractive young sister.
I see. She may have had her sights on the inheritance. Or maybe she was in love with Donald Fraser.
We have to study all scenarios, even the most unlikely. But I doubt that Mr. and Mrs. Barnard are rich enough to justify murder. While I try and get Miss Barnard to talk, I would like you to try and find Donald Fraser. It should be easy to find the estate agents where he works. Bring him to the Ginger Cat. I would like to talk with him before the Chief Inspector finds him. Looking at all the clothes she took out, Betty must have had a problem deciding what to wear. Maybe she had a date?
I got a date!
It looks like Betty has a very busy life. Betty liked luxury and going out, and being as pretty as she was, she probably did not have any problem getting herself invited. A box of new stockings. It looks like Betty was also a music lover, the same as her family. Without a doubt, Betty used to sing.
Oh, gotta look in the mirror. Gotta get them ego points. Gotta get the best ending.
A record sleeve with an handwritten title. Betty must have recorded a demo. I'd be interested to hear
demon?
it. Something on this clock, but
We are thinking.
strange. A sheet of paper is blocked in the clock. What a strange mechanism. I don't think it serves to turn the hands. The cogs are blocked by these wooden panels.
Okay, which wooden panels am I able to grab? Am I able to grab any wooden panels?
The cogs are blocked by... The cogs are blocked by... The cogs are blocked by... The cogs are
Okay, so I can't do anything about that.
The cogs are blocked. The cogs are blocked.
Okay, what's the... Okay, what do we have? Anything that are similarities here? Okay, because you got... This one needs to go... Oh, okay. So let's see here. This one would need to go right in order for this to work. That one needs to go left.
The cogs are blocked by... The cogs are blocked by... The cogs are blocked. This metal disc is...
Okay. Okay, so if we put it there. Okay, no apparent change. So if we put it there.
The cogs are blocked.
Okay, so there's something else.
This wooden panel is blocked. This decoration appears to be firmly This decoration appears... This decoration appears...
so there's got to be one of these legs.
This decoration appears... Could the screw be slightly loose?
Ah.
This wooden panel is... This decoration appears to be...
Okay, now did that do anything for me up here? Okay, now what did that do for me?
This metal disc...
Okay, metal disc is stuck. Oh, okay.
This leg is not well attached. Good. It should be possible.
Ah, here we go.
Look, a key.
There we go.
This could be useful. The central cog is... No, the key does not. The central cog is blocked. There, that's better.
Hmm.
The central cog is blocked. The central cog is blocked.
Okay, now what? Ha ha.
This code probably has something to do with the mechanism above the clock.
So 3212. 3, 2, 1, 2. There we go.
The central cog is blocked. I definitely need an object to make this.
Okay.
Ah, something clicked on the...
Bingo.
This could be useful.
There we go. We did it!
Betty, I enjoyed a wonderful evening in your company, and I hope that we will see each other again very soon. D. My dearest Betty, I know that your art is already spoken for, but you are the most beautiful dancer I have ever had the pleasure of meeting, and I am impatient to see you again. Adrian. Medicine to prevent voice loss. Did Betty have problems with her voice? This small key should be useful to me. coat sleeve with a handwritten title.
So I already looked there. Okay, have I already...
Let us see.
Oh, wow.
This looks like solfège. This looks like solfège.
1, 2, 4. That's Fibonacci sequence.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. I cannot open it. There is bound to be a clue somewhere.
Okay, so 4 hole rests. Oh, okay. So that's 3. Okay. So those are 32nd.
There is bound to be a clue.
Oh, okay.
There is bound to be a...
There you go.
I heard the sound... That doesn't work. It looks like something goes in here. That doesn't work. I cannot open it. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Okay, so I've now wound it. Ah. So I have a 3. Okay, so 2 numbers and a letter. There's no letters here. $78T. There you go.
I just have to
There you go.
put the record on the... That doesn't work.
This is the most...
That doesn't work. I must have forgotten a step.
Oh, Donald! We're in the middle of recording.
Sorry, Betty, but it's not wise. The doctor said you should rest your voice.
You're such a killjoy sometimes.
Oof.
Betty was such a good singer.
It's true. Did she have any problem with her throat?
Yes, she had to be careful with her voice. Of course, she didn't follow the doctor's advice. If Don didn't insist, she... Well, it's too late for all that now.
All right. Okay.
It looks like this woman is single, but she has feelings for someone. She is looking so intensely at this photo. But is it really a sister that she's studying in this manner?
Okay, I'm missing 2 clues.
They made the perfect couple, am I correct?
Yes, in a way. She was pretty and he...
Well,
He's a bright man, with a promising career ahead of him. He would have made Betty a good husband. He was always attentive and generous. Oh, a true gentleman.
I hear a note of envy in your voice.
You must have heard wrong.
You have not mentioned Donald's jealousy.
There's nothing to say.
You are a poor liar, Mademoiselle Bernard.
Excuse me, Mr. Poirot, but I do not see why you are interested in our humble little crime.
It would appear that your sister's murder is the second in a series that we have to stop as quickly as possible. The first was in Andover, and the same as your sister, the murderer sent me a letter informing me that a crime would be committed in that town. Now can I count on your honesty?
Yes, you have my confidence, Mr.
I
Poirot.
believe you now.
Don is a quiet and sensitive young man. Slightly reserved,
Okay, I believe
too.
you.
And as is often the case with reserved people, when he flew into a temper, he completely lost control. He could be so violent. Betty was frightened.
And when was this?
The first time was about a year ago. But they rowed more recently.
The facial
Donald
expressions,
found
I'm
out
just
that
kind of
Betty
like,
had
what is
lied
wrong
to
with
him.
you, girl?
She
Like,
said she was going out with a girlfriend, but she went out for dinner with a married man. It was an awful scene.
Oops.
She told him that until they were married, she was free to go with whoever she pleased. Donald turned quite pale and started shaking and kept saying one day.
Well?
One
He'd commit
day.
murder.
So you were afraid that he would become our main suspect. I know that Fraser was jealous, but I wonder why you feel the need to protect him.
Exactly. Had you not told me about the case, I would never have dared to tell you about this little matter. Don loved Betty with all his heart. I can't imagine for one instant that he would hurt her.
Very good, Mademoiselle Barnard. Thank you for your help.
Fraser is at the Ginger Cat. The police haven't spoken to him, but they want to.
Très bien, Hastings. Let's see him now.
Très bien.
Au revoir, mademoiselle. My deepest condolences to your parents.
Of course, Mr. Poirot. And don't be too hard on Don. He's more fragile than he looks.
Oh, I'll just take
If
the
you say
2x4
so.
page.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright, so we have everything we need now. What had Betty planned to do that evening? Okay, so she had... There you go.
Let us now try and get our...
What was Megan's behavior hiding? Okay. She's got a soft spot for the Don.
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind. I talked to his landlady
She's
before
talking
seeing
about
him.
his ego.
She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he is a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case. Could it be the same buildings as on the victim's photo?
Cupola.
This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken.
Trebia?
Bexhill is a pretty little seaside resort with elegant architecture, although personally I prefer more modern buildings. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken. Hastings appears to be ill.
All right.
How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
You're Hercule Poirot. Mr.
Poirot?
Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions. This man looks suspicious. Donald Fraser is in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking White Horse.
Leave me alone. Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
If I have understood correctly, Betty was not the sort of person to listen to advice.
You're right. She always did as she pleased.
And what did she have in mind for yesterday evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
Yet Megan only returned to Bexhill this morning, Mr. Fraser.
I didn't know.
Right. May I ask you what you were doing yesterday evening?
I spent the evening working.
Your colleagues can confirm this?
No, I often take work home with me.
Therefore, you have no alibi, Mr. Fraser.
That's right. But that doesn't make me a murderer, Mr. Poirot. I would like you to leave now, please.
Ah, I knew I'd find you here. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes. Let us now try and get our
So did Donald have a motive? Okay. No, no alibi.
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Jap to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree, without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
Ooh, reconstruction time.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Let us try and imagine the scene. The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
Here's hut number 6.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6. Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a code. They keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise. The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Success! First try, bruh. First try, bruh.
Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by timing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Generous? The murderer seduced Betty in order to lure her to the beach and kill her.
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
What are you planning to do, Poirot?
Return to London, mon cher Hastings. This is definitely where the photo I found in the hut was taken.
No. Don't you dare, Poirot. Poirot.
Right, back to London.
Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling. Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC. Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard. No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately. Hello, chap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
All right. Okay, it's 6:15. I need to call it. So we are going to move to Churston on Wednesday evening. So, yeah, I haven't made my ending scene yet, but anyway. So, all right. Yawn attack. All right, so here's the deal. So I played this game on Saturday night as a part of my Rando Saturdays, and I like it. So that's why I'm deciding to play it a little bit during the week. So the schedule for this game is going to be Monday morning, Wednesday evening, Friday morning. That's going to be when I play this game until it is done. I'm still kind of taking a extended break from more intense triathlon training. So yeah, so my mornings are a little more freed up. Tuesday, Thursdays, I lift, and Wednesday mornings, I am, excuse me. I am yawning. Wednesday mornings, I do a stream, a broadcast for Team Zoot for swim technique. So I got a couple more weeks of that. I just try and do one every week. And Wednesday morning is just a more consistent time for me to get out here and do that. So anyway, yeah, that's about all I got for today. So we're gonna quit here. All right. So that's going to be it for me. Tonight, we are going to be back. The Borderlanditos are going to ride again. All right. Okay. Stream Elements bot does work. That's fantastic. We're going to try. I'm going to check out one more thing here. I want to check and see if my new sound effects guy works. So we're going to go to my channel real quick. Oh, wow. That's a little hard to read.
It's over 9,000!
Nice. Nice. All right. That all works. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. Check out the Discord. Make sure you're part of the Frito Bandito Taqueria after party. And until later, my friends, good night, Isaiah Norris, wherever you are. Next stream will be tonight. We will be playing Borderlands at around 8:30 Pacific. So hope to see you then. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.